What's up, cuties? Oh, child. That wasn't nice. Let me try that again. What's up, cuties? Happy Wednesday to you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this power hour. If you have not hit the like button, please go ahead, hit the like button for me. Another day and another dummy arse. We're going to talk about it. Shannon Sharpe need his arse beat, okay? But let me say some quick hellos and then we're going to get started. I got Martell Holt on here for a reason, and unfortunately, we can add several more. You know what I mean? I'm still resting in my 92%, but this is a hot topic, and unfortunately, a lot of men, and I'm just talking about ours, Black men, risk it all for their Paynis, child. Why? Anyway, let me say some hellos first, and then we'll get into it. Let's see. Linda Gamble, the legend of the mods, is in the building. Linda, hold on. Did I cash up you, Linda? Let me know. I'm looking real quickly. Oh, I did. Okay. Ooh, child. Hey, Linda. Happy Wednesday to you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm hoping and praying that your grandson and his friend is okay. You are still in my prayers. Thank you for modding. Teresa Wright is here, modding. Angela Richardson. Thanks so much, sis. I am having an amazing day. I go meet up with a personal trainer. When I get off of work, but otherwise, yes, ma'am. I hope you are as well. Danya. Hey, Danya. How are you? I hope you are well. I'm happy you're able to as well, Danya. Yes, ma'am. Happy to have you. Jonetta Speaks is here. You in the bushes? All right. Hit that like button for me, Jonetta. Thanks for joining, sis. Tyra is here. Thanks for joining, sis. Let's see here. Let's be clear. Hey, let's be clear. Hope you're well. Let's see. I'm scrolling. Squabbies is in the building. Hey, Square Biz. Um, oh, he don't want to go back to school. I can't blame him. My goodness. Praying, 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 Linda. Let's see. Deborah Jackson is here. Mama V is here. Cutie Crew, did you guys see that our little topic of the day? If you haven't, make sure to check out the members only video. I think I got another one that'll be coming today, or maybe Patreon. But make sure to go over there and join the discussion. Hey, Yazzie, you here from the beginning? Yes, ma'am. Happy to have ya. Let's see. Patricia H, thanks for joining me. Hey, Tanya. How are you? Peace, love, and light is in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy hump day. Let's see. Hey, Gia. Hope you're doing well as well. My sis in the building. Pink Diva. Thanks for joining me, sis. Another cutie mod. Another cutie mod for sure. And yes, continuous prayers to Let's Be Clear as well. And let's be clear, I'm still gonna send that DM. Let's see. They call me corporate or corp diva. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday to you. Gia, did I get you? If not, hello, hello, hello. Okay, couple more and then we're gonna get started. Sharon G is in the building. Welcome, sis. Thanks for joining me. Shout out to those that sent their deposits in for our Cutie Crew Invades Vegas. I think we are up to about, let's see if I could do a quick count. Oh, I can't wait. We're gonna have a ball. Okay. Let's see. How do I get to my edits? Oh, cancel. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Cutie Crew. I got a whole album so I can keep track. Let's be clear is in the building for the trip. My sis Pink Diva, Girlfriend Chronicles, Bridget J. Oh, wait, Bridget J, that may be from something else. No, it is Bridget J, Teresa Wright, Angela Richardson. Let's see. Bobette, Deborah J, Follow Me Black TV, and who else paid yesterday? Somebody. Oh, I think that was Let's Be Clear. Yes. So yeah, we getting up there. We getting up there. We also know that Aunt Debbie is in the building. LaDawn as well. And I can't wait. Hey, Pink Rose. Okay, if I did not say hello to you guys, please forgive me. I want to get on this topic because it is hot. Tyra gifted a Cutie Crew membership. If you are now a member, let me open my let me open the chat up on my phone because I don't think I can see it when I'm on my desktop. Let me open the chat up on my phone because I don't think I. All right, let me see, Tyra. Let me see who was gifted a membership. Pink Rose. Pink Rose, make sure to say thank you to Tyra. She gifted you a membership. All right, let's see. LaDawn is in here. Oh, there she is. Okay. Hey, from Naperville, Illinois. Northern suburb of the Shy. Yes, ma'am. Thanks for joining me. Square Biz, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much, sis. And I'm gonna give me some Starbucks with it too. I'm gonna get a caramel crunch with an extra shot of espresso. Okay. Thank you, Square Biz. All right, let's go ahead and get started. As I said at the top of this live, another day, another dummy ass. And Shannon Sharpe is that. Okay. We still not tripping. I know I'm not. Um, but trigger warning, and a trigger warning again. DG, the only difference is some Patreon content is just Patreon content. Patreon after hour lives starting this Friday is Patreon only. Let Loose Lounge is for Cutie Crew members and Patroni Cuties. The live watch parties of our shows will go back to Patreon only. So I love the Cutie Crew so much. Sometimes I'll drop the link, but that is for Patreon. Hope I explained that good enough for you. All right, I got to stop looking at the chat, but thank you guys again. And as I mentioned, trigger warning. Trigger warning. Now, when it comes to a warning, I'm going to play one that was given to Shannon by Monique. We'll start off with that. Hopefully, I'll have time to go through some of the things in the court docs. If not, I should be having a late night live tonight once I get done with this trainer. But let's take a listen to Monique. You know, a lot of people felt like Monique, as well as Cat Williams, had issues. You know what I mean? And the both of them, when they sat down with Club Shay Shay, spoke nothing but facts. Okay. And this right here was absolutely a fact. So I'm going to go ahead and play it. If you have not hit the like button, please go ahead, hit the like button for me. Take a listen, guys.
What Shannon needs. Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him a whole fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take get your old out there that can love you old.
Big goofy Negro. Okay, he said, I do. And not only did he need a 26-year-old, he needed a 19-year-old. 19, 20 years old. And he's in a world of trouble. A world of trouble. Before I play his statement, I'm not sure if you guys know, but Shannon was in talks to sign a $100 million podcast deal. That's rocky right now. Don't know if that's going to happen. And according to Stephen A. Smith, the bosses at ESPN are mulling Shannon Sharpe's future when it comes to First Take. Now, I don't know if you guys know, ESPN is also Disney. Couple things that you can't do when it comes to Disney is what Shannon has done. They definitely don't listen, sis. They ain't running to us. Turn your back, sisters. I had to cuss a Negro out on Instagram yesterday. Turn your backs. But yeah, you can't play like that when it comes to Disney, and you shouldn't be playing like that, period. Okay. I am sicker dumb Negroes. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to just play nice when it comes to this whole live right here. Also, Shannon got to realize that this little young chick looks just like the daughters of a lot of those execs that signs his paychecks. I guess he just didn't realize that. It is so disturbing. But let's go ahead and take a look at what Shannon had to say yesterday. Then I'm going to play newly released audio that was released a couple hours ago. What a mess this man has gotten himself in, all because of his Paynis, like a lot of them do. Throw my ex-husband in there. You know, just dummy asses. They risk it all. They lose it all. We know Mr. Martell Holtz has done the same thing, and that's why he's on my thumbnail. You know, a lot of us came together as far as having our discussions and lives and all of that. for me because of Love and Mary Huntsville. And I could not leave Martell out of this conversation when you risk it all for some coach. Risk it all. In his case, lost it all. Okay. And Shannon is going to lose substantially. Now, I don't know if it's going to be all, but that 50 million that she wanted, I can guarantee you she going to get it. I don't know if you guys know this, but Shannon offered her $10 million before all of this came to light. Well, he ain't offered that 10 million for nothing. The girl look young. The girl sound young. What do they have in common? Please let me know. But anyway, when it comes to Martell, as I mentioned, we already know he had a boss of a wife, somebody that he was able to come together with, marry, had the perfect, ideal family. Only thing missing was the white picket fence, because they lived in their nice home, but their fence wasn't a white picket fence, but it was a beautiful home, beautiful wife, beautiful kids. And we know that Negro lost it all for a bird, and his Paynis, because that was Ariane Curry's only purpose when it comes to Martell. She didn't know it. She thought she was special. But that was his main complaint. Those of us that followed his story, you're not satisfying me. You're not satisfying me. You're not doing this in the bedroom. You're not doing that. Many Negroes have lost it all over their penises, okay? And it's crazy. So, yeah, Martell wasn't the first. He won't be the last. But when it comes to this one, don't play the black card now, sir. Don't do that. Don't do it. Welcome to anybody else that's come in. Thank you guys so much. Hit the like button for me. Let's go ahead and listen to this BS that this man released yesterday.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown.
Embarrassing.
I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z.
Don't throw Jay-Z in this.
Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape.
Don't. And look, we know from what we've seen so far with that ambulance chaser attorney that he has targeted black men. But when it comes to this black man, you set yourself up. Don't even mention black in what you're talking about. Don't even mention your family. This man got kids. If I'm not mistaken, let me search real quick. I didn't want to do that. Hold on. Shannon Sharpe kids. He has 3 children, Kayla, Kiari, and Kaylee. Are they all girls? I believe they are all girls. Girls. The embarrassment that I'm sure that they are feeling. And here it goes again. Their dad is back out here on these social media streets tied to something that has to do with sex. The whole Michelle audio that I think this man purposely released was embarrassing. Shannon didn't take it that way. Now he took that as a brushing off his shoulders, popping his collar moments. You know, he looked like the man because everybody, the other high value men in quotation marks, felt like he was doing the damn thing in the bed, you know, with Michelle. But anyway, let's continue. Disgusting.
A sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself.
Even that little part right there, guys, was tinged what was male masculinity all in that. Because the 30-second video, Shannon had a problem with that. He didn't want people to think that he only lasted 30 seconds. So he had to make sure to put in his statement. Now that video should be at least 10 minutes. How crazy. Let's play.
So, you know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as
Gabby set your dumb ass up from the first time you looked at her in that gym. From the first time you showed interest. That's when the setup started, but you fell for it. It is tricking if you got it. I heard that, I've said it before, but I've heard that today. I forgot where. It is tricking even if you got it. You guys know the saying, it ain't tricking if you got it. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Anyway, let's continue.
Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all of you guys. Thanks.
We definitely know what it's about. You's an old fool. That's what it's about. We know. You know, I'm talking about, I know my family and friends know what this is about. It's a shakedown. They want to do the black man wrong. Come on now. Enough. Okay? But as I mentioned, child, that ain't it. And I want to get through this quickly because if I have time, I'll drop the link. Shannon got caught up in more audio. Now, they want to bring the black man down, but this man talked about being black. And again, trigger warning. And choking a small white woman. That came out of his mouth. Which means you let me know that you knew the difference in all of that. Okay. Thank you, Dolores, because on one of the pictures, there is a young gentleman with a cap and gown on, but I didn't click on it to see if that was Shannon's son or not. So he has 2 girls, 1 boy. But anyway, take a listen to the setup. And look, I peep game. I think a lot of us did from the start when this story broke. But I hope Gabby get them for 50 million. Because a sister wouldn't have. And yeah, it's a very big cost to pay. But yeah, she gonna get that money. Now I can guarantee you this. She gonna get some money before the end of this week. Because that girl got 2 years worth of stuff on this man. Okay? And he's gonna want to go ahead and shut her up. He will settle this week. Mark my words, I'm taking bets. Yes, Jenny B. The text with put a big black baby in me. And he thinking he the man. Well, I ain't gonna get her pregnant. He probably didn't get fixed because he don't want those type of mistakes like Martell did. But I bet you that turned him on. Had to, because he continued after she said that. Okay. Hold on, sis. I'll look up the age. Take a listen. Uh-oh.
Yes.
I got to start it over. But I even hated the way he was saying Gabby. Okay, Gabby. Just take a listen.
Oh, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Don't worry about it, Gabby. Listen to the dead air. What do they have to talk about? Seriously.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might choke you in public.
Did you guys hear that? He said, I might choke you in public. After she said, I'm not really interested in getting choked. And the sad thing is, I can guarantee you that he's probably choked her before, while they're engaged in their activities. This a red flag didn't go off in your head. A red flag didn't go off. I mean, over the past day and a half, or whenever we heard of this story, so many red flags. So many red flags. Let's see if that was the end.
Big black guy choked small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Oh my God, her voice irks me. Hey, Aunt Debbie. He said, big black guy chokes small white woman. That's not a good look, Shannon. My goodness. Let's continue.
Not a good look that you did with the shit you did to me.
Okay,
All right, so you guys heard it. I might choke you in public, and big black guy chokes small white woman. His ass is grass. His ass is grass, and it should be. And it should be. I'm sorry. So I am going to go through parts of the court documents, but before that, let me go ahead and look at some of you all's comments real quickly. As I mentioned, if you did not hit that like button, please go ahead, hit the like button for me. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Let me scroll. Ucha said 229 comments. Jenny B, we heard that before as well. Wasn't it supposed to be a stylist or somebody that came out and accused Shannon of some things? And look, this is will open up the floodgates. Okay, they coming. They all coming now. Just like it started with R. Kelly, just like it started with Diddy. And I'm not keeping, we know that there's some clear folks that's gone down this route as well, but I'm black. That's what I'm talking about. And this will open up the floodgates. Mark my words. Mark my words. DG, I agree. Gotta agree with Monique. They don't listen. They always run to us when they get in trouble, and they could keep running. I promise you, I ain't never. Yes, it was game. Yes, it was a setup. No, I do not care. Look, we have had our ancestors go through hell and never, ever got a chance to make this type of money that we see that a lot of these entertainers make today, male and female. And I know that may be deep, deep, but that's how deep this is. You blowing money over your penis. I got to make sure I say pay. You guys wonder why I always say pay Nis, and I'll put it in the chat. That's how I say it. That's how I've been saying it. Because that's how gullible a lot of these Negroes are. They gonna pay some way, somehow, some way, because they pay. Paynis. It's crazy. But again, that's how serious this is to me. This man has made millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. And he about to give away that stash. Please believe me. So, no, I don't have anything. You got to pay when you play. I bet he's not laughing now. Facts, sis. Facts. Charlene said, men risk it all when they turn away from God and enter the devil's playground. Shannon said on an interview that he didn't want a wife, but a sinner. So he got what he wanted. I'm going to say allegedly to that last part because, I didn't hear it. So I'm not saying that he didn't say it. And I'm not saying that you're lying, but for the sake of the video, allegedly, he definitely got what he wanted. Let's see. Couple more. One thing they're going to do is mess up their legacy with them snow bunnies. And they have the nerve to call us gold diggers. But them bunnies take all their money in court. You better say it, sis. And look, I'm not in no way prejudice or anything. Love who you love as long as it's real and as long as it's appropriate. A 56-year-old man ain't had no damn business being with no 19-year-old girl. That's sick to me. That is so sick. He was what? 35, 38? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me see. 37. 37 years old when that girl was born. And guess what? Gabby wasn't the only one. I hope people don't think that she's the only young girl that Shannon Sharpe has been with. No, she's the only one that's spoken out thus far. And like I said, more will be revealed. More will be revealed. Period. Point blank. She looked young. There's no excuse. And he knew the age. I heard that allegedly he moved her from California to Las Vegas. So, and this is alleged because I haven't fact checked it yet, but allegedly Shannon moved from California to Las Vegas. And who followed? She wasn't living with him, but who followed? Okay. Shannon paid for it. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you. It's crazy. For this man to say, period, but he over the phone with her. I may choke you in public. What is wrong? I cannot. Let me read a couple more, and we're gonna get into a couple of these court breakdowns. Let's see. Absolutely. I'm trying to find scroll and find one now, Jenny B, other than the one that I just put up. Again, there was okay, I'll put this one up because right here you absolutely can tell that and it allegedly she was getting her Brit on. Shout out to Brit from, well, no, not shout out because I don't like her ass, from Real Housewives of Atlanta. But she was a young OnlyFans worker. Brit allegedly was young, when it comes to these pictures and all of that. But even if you look right here on this screen, this girl on this picture right here, I don't know. Let me put that trigger warning back up. Shout out to 203 of you guys that's currently joining me. Please make sure to hit the like button. I'm going to put this trigger warning back up. But how are you even turned on body-wise? And I hate that I'm looking, but flat-chested, still developing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked the age of the kids, and I have that as well. Shannon's kids. He has 3 children. One daughter is 31. Another child, I don't know if this is the boy, is 32. And one that's 30. So that's what just came up when I searched. And he's also a grandfather. He got a grandson named Kane. What a way. I think it was you, sis, to ruin your legacy and what's going to be in the history books when it comes to Shannon Sharpe. But if you look at her right here, she looks young. She looks 14, 15. And he, 200, probably 250, 60 pounds, muscle bound man. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to save that for Patreon, what I was about to say. All right, but let's read a couple of these setups real quick. She sent him this message, and I don't know why these messages are showing up like this. I do know that blue is an iPhone, that green is an Android. I do know that. Shannon got an Android. But anyway, this is where the setup started. January 2nd, 2025. She said, I cried when you left because I begged you to put on protection and not put it in the back, and you didn't listen. I don't care what our history is. No means no, Shannon. Did y'all hear that? Made sure to put that in a text message to him. He read it, didn't respond immediately. That was at 4:01 p.m. At 4:02 p.m., she sent him another text message that says, I don't know how to process this. That was at 4:02. Shannon finally responded at 4:26, and he said, can I call you later? Now, did something register in his head after those messages? But he was cooked with that one first text message that I just read. I cried when you left because I begged you to put on protection and not put it in the back. And you didn't listen, meaning you did something against my will. And she also said, I don't care what our history is. No means no, Shannon. Anybody in the chat, even after just hearing that, is there anybody that believes this young lady, that this did happen? Based off of what I just read, do you believe that? Or again, do you think that this was a setup from the start? I think it was a setup based off of all of the other messages that she was sending him. But I will say this. She is absolutely right. Setup or not. If she was an adult entertainer, I guess I could say, it don't matter when or what. If a person does say no, it don't matter what you guys are currently involved in. Even in this message, she says she don't care what our history is. No means no. I just got to say that for any case, not just this, but absolutely, I still believe that this was a setup from jump. This message was back in June of 2024. And she said, I want to be ABU's daddy. I want to be ABU's daddy. I don't even know if I could read this next one, but she, basically said that she wanted like rough or whatever. Um, then she sent him a picture. Ooh, child, let me put up something up on the screen. She sent him a picture and said, I want you to tie me, up like this. Ooh, child, YouTube, please let this just stay. Anyway, let's see. I don't want to, yeah, I can't put those pictures up here. I'm glad I put that up there. But again, if I remove this picture right here, you can absolutely tell that this is a young girl. I do not feel sorry. Yes, healthcare worker. I mentioned that earlier. But yep, according to Stephen A. Smith, look, those executives, as I said earlier as well, they look at Gabby as like their daughter. When they look at Gabby, they see their daughter. He's done. Pink Rose said he fell for the okie doke. He did. Mixie Legend, you can't put SCX in the chat, sis. Space it out, change it, or get creative for me. But listen to this, guys, and then I'm gonna read some comments. Shout out when I tell you guys, I love Demetria Lucas. I have been following her for years. Oh my goodness, her life. She have lived in Africa for a time. She just dog it. What is her hashtag? See some world. See some world. So she do like a lot of traveling and all of that. Podcast host. Demetria also used to be on that reality show out of New York. I can't think of the name right now, but it was pretty good. I hate that they ended that show. And we talked about it before. Anyway, I have a sticky on my board right here that I've had for years. And it came from Demetria Lucas. Don't waste your pretty. Meaning, don't waste your life and all your pretty years, your good years, or especially for ish like this. But anyway, trigger warning again. We're going to go through some of these documents, some of the things that was listed in the court docs. Shannon Sharpe recorded a lot of their sessions. Okay. He recorded a lot of it. But here's some highlights. And thank you to Demetrius Lucas. If you guys are not following her, please make sure to follow her. Demetria L. Lucas on Instagram. You would love her channel. But according to Gabby, during their first conversation, Shannon offered to buy her some boobs. Again, looking at her, she flat as a rock, flat as the ground. The first time she went to his house, he opened a door. He didn't say anything, and he walked upstairs. She followed him. All of this is alleged. Hold on. Do I have a allegedly? All of this is alleged. He walked right upstairs. She followed him. He pointed to the bed, and then he disappeared into the bathroom for a good 5 minutes. When he came out, he turned them lights right on off and got in the bed. There was 10 minutes of silence. And according to Gabby, this is, child, we'll see if YouTube monetize this video. Without warning, he grabs her neck from behind, and he said, I knew from the first time I saw you, I was going to do with you. I got to be creative, guys. And I think I probably want to put this back up. Then he would repeatedly grab her by the neck and threaten to unalive her. Let's see. They've been in a relationship for 2 years. She said, according to Gabby, he saw her in public, forced her into his car, drove her home, and SA'd her. That was last October. Then, allegedly, he did the same thing again January of this year. Now, I'm not saying that I don't believe her. I don't believe all that she's saying because, I just think that if something is real, you ain't going back for seconds and thirds and fourths and fifths, you know? But he told her, and I wrote this down before I even read this, because from the whole statement of him saying, big black guy choking a small white woman, I do feel like that he wanted to, or he had it in his mind that, yeah, I'll show you, but in the bedroom. And he got, a thrill from that. So, according to, according to what Demetrius Lucas have over here, he told her that he wanted to punish, her. So no other man would want her. That's what she said. Oh, child. I don't know if I could say all of this. He got goosebumps from some of their encounters of him allegedly SAing her, and he pointed them out to her, his goosebumps, while doing it. Let's see. He's also facing another lawsuit currently in New York that alleges SA, and he made similar. He's accused of doing something similar to that. Let's see. That may be all that I could read on here for now. Maybe all. It's disturbing. It's disturbing. And it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So I'm going to read some comments, but you guys know, I don't know if we're going to have a debate about this one, but I love a good debate. Does anybody feel like Shannon should not have to suffer any consequences for any of this? If so, I respect it. Put it in the chat. Let me see what you guys are saying. It is so embarrassing. Again, another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. When I say that what our ancestors went through, because they wanted us to have a better life and have opportunities that they didn't have, make money that they couldn't make, and all of that, that applies to Diddy as well. We're talking billionaires here. And many of men, again, have risked it all, lost it all over their Paynis. It's crazy. It is so crazy. Leon said it clearly was a setup, but he put himself in this position. I agree. An old fool and his money will depart when they make goofy decisions. That's true too, Teresa. Both are. Look, in this case, there wouldn't have been a fast ass girl without that desperate ass man. So we got to start with the initial pointing of the finger. Is it her or is it him? And I can't stand Ariane Curry ass, but I said that way back when. There wouldn't have been an Ariane Curry if it wasn't for Martell's dumbass. Same thing with Shannon Sharpe. But I think Shannon is it'll probably be 10 women that come out before this week is up. You believe it happened and she knew she could turn it into a money grab? I think that even in this case, I do believe that she probably really, really started doing some things for this moment. Maybe some acts that they didn't do in the beginning or whatever. I think she turned it up, is what I'm saying. But as far as him putting himself in this predicament, yeah, go ahead and pay her. And I hate it because they always make these other folks rich off of their BS behavior. Shannon is also one that have claimed to be a high value man. We've heard that from Martell before. We've heard that from Marceau. We've heard that from Ralph. We've heard that from Diddy. We've heard that from so many men, these high value men. They got that term from Kevin Samuels. And if anybody don't know how Kevin Samuels, may he rest in peace, was taken up out of here, up under a woman, Again, lost it all, literally, for his payness. It's crazy. Let's see. I'm sure she saw dollar signs, but he should have known to be smarter. So again, that's karma for going low to the snow child. Um, El Nicole, good point. I agree with you. I agree. I wrote down as far as role playing. Because what Shannon was doing was race role playing with this chick, the big black baby. She didn't just say, first of all, even if she would have said black baby to me, that's side eye worthy. You know, um, you're saying it in a way that people gonna look at you like you're crazy. Shannon didn't, but she said big black baby. So he was race role playing with her, even with what I just played you guys of this man saying a big black guy, and I didn't say it so much. I'm just gonna keep saying it, choking a small white woman. He race role playing as well. White versus black, young versus old child. Her messages seem very calculated. However, she said the right words at the right time, and she wouldn't have been able to say none of it had he not done something. That's it. That's all. Baby, that message about the I told you to put on protection and this or that, and I told you I didn't want it back there. You did it anyway. That was definitely calculated. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it in text because when I file this lawsuit, I want them to have this trail, this paper trail, you know. Let's see. Setup. Yes, I believe, but her sending that in a message was a setup for proof. Good. Look, peace, love, and light. Just saw your comment, and I just said that. And a couple more of her messages was. And the thing about it is, they haven't even released a small. I mean, they've only released a small portion of what they got. So put in the chat. Will he settle this week? And who want to bet me? It could be a small bet. It could be a small bet, $5. Who want to bet me? Shannon will settle this week to make all of this go away. And it's still too late. And I could guarantee you, she not going to get anything under 25 mil. It's going to be 25 mil or up. She wanted 50. And I think he going to settle for 25. All right, I see you guys. See, this is why, especially them Cutie Crew sisters. That's why we sisters. We on the same page. Let's see. Couple more. All right, so I'm still up here where you guys were saying setup. Let's see what you guys were saying when it comes to what we listen to, child. I need a shower after that. I feel yucky. All that he built with Club Shay Shay. Look, Shannon Sharpe came on the YouTube scene and shut it down. Shut it down. Was doing an amazing job when it comes to his interviews and all of that. That's even tainted now. I don't know if that, that's his platform, that's his IP, and no matter whatever he puts over there, he owns that. But who going forward, unless they are birds of a feather flock together ish, will go over there and sit down with Shannon Sharpe. Hold on, guys. Nobody with character anything like that to me will go over there and sit down with him after this. What can you ask people? What can you ask them? He was able to ask a lot of tough questions with people. And that wasn't even his field. We're talking about an athlete that was able to come and snatch that up like that. It's a mess. Yes, L Boogie. I played Monique at the start of this live. Charlene, good point. I saw your comment. What is that, child? I see your comment. I cannot read it, but you said she set him up big time after that. Um, I'll just say the size of her and him. He's a big guy. This chick looked like she's maybe under 100 pounds. So what Charlene said is, yeah, it could have got a little tricky, in those acts. Um, ugh, that's all I could say. I'm sorry. Danya said, I believe they have. Oh, I think I read that. And she realized how to take this dumb ninja to the bank. Yeah, no judgment, but a little judgment. She's a OF worker, even at that age. And you know what I'm saying? So that physique, I'll say it like that, physique was definitely in her. But she caught a one. She caught a one, a dummy ass. A dummy ass. Um, Someone knows his weakness and set the entire thing up. How did it get to this? She found out his weakness, Indigo Girl. Roxy said weakness. I get what you're saying, Indigo Girl, because look, a lot of times these guys have their locker room talk and all these other conversations when it comes to, what they into and this or that. And what I believe what Indigo is trying to say is somebody sent her. He set himself up. He set himself up. That's just it. That's all. So no pity for me. I really didn't even want to talk about it too much, but it was so much that came out last night. It is so much that's still coming out today, and it's a hot topic. So we're going to talk about them hot topics. You know what I'm saying? Jenny B, don't get me to talk about the parents' child. Because look, some of these parents will train their kids to go after the bag. That's about all I could say. We'll really have a conversation about this Friday night, after hour, late night, Friday live on Patreon, because that's where I can discuss it, in detail and say what we want to say and all of that. Yeah, L Boogie, get in, get out. But he had a relationship with this chick 2 years. Now, do I think that there was a title? No. I don't think that he labeled her as his girlfriend or anything like that. But he loved it there because he didn't get in and get out. Ooh, Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie says she about to get paid for her pain and pleasure. You think she not? Little young girl with a mind like this. Very, very Ariane Curry-ish. Because Ariane Curry schemed and plotted from day one with Martell's dumb ass. So again, that's why Martell is on this screen, on this thumbnail as well. But men think that, they are the smartest and all of that when it comes to what they do with their, member. I know y'all know what member is. Many of them have fallen because of that. Clear, black, it don't matter the race, many of them. And I would really, really love, this is what I would love. We have a lot of brothers in this sector. And I'm not saying there's a difference, but I would like to know, because what we're talking about is male-female activity. What goes through their brain when they're in the moment? You know what I mean? I wish we can have a panel with some men. I may have to call some folks, see if they want to come on my channel. I wish we knew what goes on in their brain for them to risk it all and end up embarrassed, end up where bank accounts are a lot less, end up locked up, all because of their payness. Gotta be a man thing, child. It's crazy. You guys say nothing. Well, when I say what goes on through their brain, let me clarify what I mean. I don't mean brain. I'm talking about the feeling that obviously they feel that makes them risk it all. Risk it all is on this thumbnail. What is it that they are feeling? You know what I mean? Again, we'll take that on Patreon. Did I drop the Patreon link in the chat? I did. If you want to join us over there on Patreon, I'll be talking about this Friday. Speaking of their members, child. Now, he hasn't been accused of anything, so we still gonna look at it. We talked about Safari, that's coming. Yazzie, I get that as well, low self-worth. But what I'm saying is they must, and it must register with their brain as extreme, like, pleasure. You know what I'm saying? The question that I'm asking you guys and the point that I'm trying to get to is they got to be feeling something. Look, and a lot of times the woman don't even feel nothing, but they still think they doing something. You know what I mean? What is it in that act with a lot of these men that make them risk it all? Shannon should have known better. Yo, big burly old earth, older, let me put that out there. I don't want to call him old, child. I'm a couple years younger than Shannon. Power. But Philly girl, hey Philly girl, even if it's power, okay. So are you saying any act that they've had, most likely they feel like it's power? I'm gonna put this down for the cutie crew tomorrow. Hold on. Okay, I have to write it down. Okay. Yes, lust. Fleshly desires. Okay. Cutie crew, we're gonna talk about it more tomorrow. Let's see here. Jenny B, thank you so much, sis. I'm gonna play my little money song for you and Square Biz, but I love you too, sis. Thank you so much. It's too hard of a convo for me to talk like I want to talk, and you guys know how we talk, especially behind closed doors. Cutie crew, but especially Patreon. So yeah, I'll have to check back in a minute and see if YouTube even monetize this. But thank you so very much for that. Thank you guys for the super chat. Money, 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 money. All right, Roxy says Shannon and Martell thought they had the upper hand and control because they had younger ladies. Yep, a lot of them do. A lot of them do. I can't wait for us to discuss this tomorrow, though. Possibly later tonight as well. I do have a live schedule, but I'll let you guys know for sure. I got a cutie crew vacation coming up. I got to get this body right. Okay. Philly Girl for Life. I'm going to be DMing you because let's be clear. Got a question for you. Well, matter of fact, Philly Girl for Life, just put in the chat if it is okay for me to give, let's be clear, your Instagram page. Put a yes. I know it's a yes, but I want to make sure. But awesome. I'm sorry, and peace, love, and light. Dummy ass. Peace, love, and light said, LOL at dummy ass. You got me in these New Orleans streets calling these ninjas. You got to say it like I said, though, peace, love, and light. My nieces and everybody else could get on here. I've been saying it like this for years. Dummy asses. Okay. So, yeah, Shannon, I already know. I didn't see anybody that wanted to. And thank you. Hold on, peace, love, and light. Thank you. Money, oh, I got one, Roxy. I'm gonna pull it out. I got a weighted vest, and it is awesome, and it will pull that weight right off of you. Child, it's somewhere in my garage, I believe. Ooh, I think it's still packed up from when I moved over a year ago from Arizona. I got so much stuff in my garage because this is a smaller house. But you are right. You are right. If you are working out, buy you a weighted vest. I got mine from Amazon, and it will make that weight. Thank you for putting that. So I'm gonna put on my weighted vest. I'm gonna put on one of them sweatsuits. You know that you sweat, all of it. It's on. And look, I'm waiting for Amazon now because I have the big. I ended up selling one before I moved. I gotta go. From Arizona. I had the big gym ellipticals and treadmills. I had a Nordic track, and anyway, I ordered one of those under the desk treadmills off of Amazon, and that's being delivered today. So just a small where you step up on it because I had to improvise. I'm in a smaller place. But most likely I'll see you guys tonight. Late tonight. If not, most likely another power hour tomorrow. But cutie crew, I'll be putting up our hot topics post. I cannot wait for our members only tomorrow. Okay. Shout out to the cutie mods that's in the building. Thank you guys so much for modding for me. We had everybody in the building today. Tyra, Teresa, LaDawn, Linda Gamble, my sis Pink Diva, also known as Pink Table Topics, and y'all know I say she man, my Aunt Debbie. Thank you guys so much for modding for me. Shout out to the cutie crew. We'll be chatting for sure. I got more details on Vegas tomorrow as well. And then shout out to all of the cuties that joined me for this live. Thank you guys so very much. Philly girl, I saw your yes. So I will give Let's Be Clear your Instagram page, and she'll be reaching out to you in a DM. All right. All right. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to the replay gang. I appreciate you guys as well. I'm out of here. Chat with you guys soon. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat.